Assalamu alaikum, welcome and karibuni to our room of Zanzibar's kitchen. Today we are making this delicious Pilau Mandi. So I'm going to start by marinating the chicken. Very simple. I just used 1 tablespoon of Pilau masala and 1 tablespoon of fresh ginger and garlic paste, which has a little bit of salt. We're just gonna mix it well to combine and leave it aside until when we are ready to use it. So this could be 20 or 30 minutes. And in the meantime, I'm also gonna wash the rice, rinse it. I've used 2.5 cups of rice. You could use basmati rice. You could use any type of rice that you want. And you may need to wash it 2 times or 3 times. I did mine 2 times until the water runs clear. And then we're gonna soak it for about 20 to 30 minutes. All right. And in my pot over here, I have used about 3 tablespoons of canola oil. You may use sunflower oil, vegetable oil, or any type of oil that does not have strong flavors or aromas. And once the oil is hot, I've used about 1/2 cup of red onions that have been diced. You can use more if you want to. And this is on medium-high heat. And then I used about 1 teaspoon of whole cumin seeds and bay leaf and some cardamom. You can add peppercorns and cinnamon. I did not use those because my children don't like it. All right, so just let it cook for a minute and then I place the chicken there. And you want to use a wide pot so that you can place the chicken to touch the bottom of the pan, because you don't want to put it on top of each other, then it doesn't cook evenly and properly. All right, so I'm just going to let it cook for like 2 minutes before I flip it on the other side. So now I'm ready to flip it on the other side. So this is a similar recipe if you have watched my recipe on quick pilau or something like that, but I wanted to combine the technique of Mandi because we love the smoky part of the Mandi but not so much the recipe. So I'm using my pilau recipe mixed with the Mandi technique. All right, so we're just sauteing the chicken just to make sure that it's all evenly cooked. And then I added 1 tablespoon of Pilau masala again, and this is on medium-high heat like I mentioned, and I'm just going to cook this chicken for about 70%, not completely, or you can even go up to 80%, because if you cook it fully, because we're going to cook it later again and you don't want it to be too dry. All right, so now I added the fresh ginger and garlic paste, 1 tablespoon. So you want to make sure you have 2 tablespoons of fresh ginger and garlic paste. The first tablespoon goes into the marination and the second tablespoon goes in here. You just want to saute for a couple of minutes. Then we are going to remove the chicken. And you want to make sure that you've got the oven ready at 375 degrees Fahrenheit. That's about 186. So I'm just going to remove the chicken. As you can see. And then I've got my heat reduced at this point. All right, now just drain the rice and we're going to add the rice here. And we're going to saute it for a couple of minutes, 2 to 3 minutes. And the potatoes, which I almost forgot until my daughter reminded me that they want potatoes, so I decided to fry the potatoes on the other side. So we're just going to saute this for about 2 to 3 minutes. Okay, so we're just gonna stir just to make sure that it's all uniformly cooked. And then we're going to add the liquid. Now for every cup of rice, especially basmati rice, it's 1.5 cups of water, or any liquid. If you have broth that you want to use, go ahead and use it to add extra flavors. So I added about 4 cups of water, and then 2 chilies that I have removed the seeds because I didn't want the heat, and about 1/2 cup of cilantro. I love my pilau to have cilantro. All right, and some salt. Yes, and the potatoes are almost done. I would have loved them to be brown, but it was a last minute thing because I forgot. And so now I'm just going to put the potatoes here, straight from the oil. All right, and then I turn off the heat, and I'm going to transfer this into the oven. All right, so we're going to finish cooking this into the oven just like how we do the mandi. Okay, since I didn't have the stand, I'm just going to use the aluminum foil, as you can see, and I just made some holes. You can use a barbecue barbecue skewers and insert some holes, but I'm just using a knife. The reason I'm doing this is because the chicken would release some juices, and I want those juices to get into the rice, okay, to flavor the rice also as well. So now we're going to place the chicken. So this part is a mandi technique, all right? It's just that for the mandi, you don't really cook the chicken before, but I prefer to cook it so that I get the flavors of the chicken into the rice. All right, and then that's it. And this is going to go into the oven for about 30 minutes. Just want to make sure all those juices go in there. And I did have some juice in the bowl. And that's it, as you can see. So after 30 minutes, before that, I'm preparing my instant coal. And now I'm going, this is after 30 minutes. So the chicken is already fully cooked and the rice is already cooked. We're going to place some space there so that the smoke gets into the rice as well. Okay, I've put it in the aluminum foil, as you can see. And you can use any type of charcoal if you have. You don't have to use the instant one, but this is what we have at the moment. And then I'm just going to put a little bit of ghee or oil. That would work. Ghee is clarified butter. And just like that. And we are going to smoke this rice and the chicken as well. Cover it properly. Try your best not to get the smoke come out, but it does tend to escape. Just for about 10 minutes. And now it's ready. It smells amazing. So we're just going to serve it. Just going to remove the chicken. Actually, you know what I was thinking as I was editing? I should have just pulled off the aluminum foil and let the chicken all be inside, after it's cooked. But it worked out okay. So thank you so much for watching. As usual, I appreciate your support, and you'll find the ingredients and the measurements in the description box below. And I hope you will enjoy this recipe as much as I do. And yeah, that's it. As you can see, the rice is well separated. The grains are long and nice. And we're just going to serve it in this big plate as usual. And you can serve this with your kachumbari and the raita. And the, what else do? We serve the pilau with, what is that thing? I forgot the name. Sambaro and any type of achari that you have. And we are also serving this with our mango achari pickle, which I have shared the recipe recently. So thank you so much. You all have a wonderful day, and for more recipes, please visit me at Aroma of Zanzibar. Thank you and welcome again. That goes our mango achari there.